going on, everybody? It's Jeff Kirkshin, host of Do What You Love. Thank you for coming back for our season 1 finale. I'm acting like it's like a show on Netflix or something. I don't know, like the season finisher, whatever you want to call it. We have done now 30 episodes. Season 1 is at a wrap. Did I plan on doing 30 episodes in season 1? No. Did I plan on having multiple seasons? I don't know. I'm just kind of like figuring this out week by week, but for you to be along for the journey, it means a whole lot. If this is an episode that you're excited to listen to, first time or many times, don't forget to rate, subscribe, all that good stuff, wherever you're listening. Really appreciate you being a part of the podcast. So today I'm excited. I just met her for the first time virtually. She's a Las Vegas born and raised native, and she is... Well, I'll let her describe herself because she has tapped into a trend on social media that people are obsessed with. I'm bringing in today my new friend, Stephanie Grime. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning.
Hi, thanks for having me, Jeff.
Born and raised here in Las Vegas. And I got to say, the first time I ever got introduced to what you do on social media, I was in the middle of quarantine, bored absolutely out of my mind. And you tapped into a craze of unboxing packages that were never claimed or never sent. I'm not really sure how it works, but I can't stop watching your videos, and I need to find out more. You're buying these boxes of packages at local swap meets. Just explain to me this craze so I know how it works, because I tried to do it, and I wasn't finding any cheap boxes of undelivered mail.
Yeah, it's not always that easy, but yeah, so kind of like you said, during quarantine, I always wanted to make videos, but I started working from home for the first time ever. I had time to start doing it. And well, anyway, so I what I'm probably known for the most is doing the unclaimed mail. But I've also been tapping into, like you said, the unclaimed Amazon packages and also lost airline luggage. So basically, like what my channel is about is kind of like letting people know about things that they didn't know they could do, ways that they could like make money or get a deal and they didn't know about it. But I think what you're probably talking about is the unclaimed mail. And what had happened was, like you said, I'm born and raised in Vegas, and I'd heard that there was this swap meet. It's called Broadacres, and it's like in the north side of town. I've lived here my whole life and I'd never been there. And I'd heard about it, that you could buy lost mail there, unclaimed mail. I was like, that sounds very interesting. And I ended up going there one day with one of my girlfriends, and we were like walking around and like asking. This was in October of 2019. Okay, when that happened. And I ended up finding it. And you can always see that in the first intro of my video. And that's when you see like that big pallet, but there was like 10 of them. And you're walking around looking for it and asking people. Half the people are looking at me like I'm crazy. And the other half are like, oh yeah, we know where that is. It's over here. And we go, and they are selling unclaimed mail packages for $1 each. And I was just so intrigued. I'm like, I've never heard of anything like this before. Like, what is in these things? Like, how is this legal? Is it legal? Because I think everybody is so like used to hearing that it's like a federal offense to open somebody else's mail, right?
Right, 1,000%. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Right. I was like, am I gonna be in trouble just from being here? And so anyhow, I ended up buying 100 of them because I'm like, I gotta see what's in here. And right away, I'd already been on TikTok, but I was doing more things like great Amazon finds, or like things with the dogs, cooking videos, stuff like that. And I had a following then, but it was like not like it is now. It was like I had like 15,000 followers. I was very proud of that. Anyway, so I bought all the 100, parcels of mail and brought them home. And I had said right away, I want to make a series out of this somehow. I'm like, I don't know how, but I do. And, came home and like started opening a few, and we're seeing all these random things. And I'm like, this is crazy. And so basically how it works. And well, anyway, so I didn't end up posting my first video until December, the end of December. And every time I open one, I would record it just in case, or I'd even have like friends and family and coworkers open them. And that was the time I opened the $50 gift card. And I was like, this is crazy. I'm like, I'm going to post this. And that was the one I have. If you go on my page right now, I have it pinned. It's my very first one of the series. It has 46 million views. which is
Wow.
great. I
Well,
know.
I mean, think about the return on investment. Of course, you bought something for $1. It was wrapped up. Unboxings are like this huge thing. You know, people watch. There are people so famous for unboxing toys.
Yeah, the kid on YouTube, I
Oh
know.
my gosh! And I'm like, I didn't know this was a thing. And then I watched one video of it. I'm like, this is
Yeah,
kind of cool. I don't know why I'm into this, but I am.
this one girl did like, she's like a psychiatrist or something, and she did like a whole video talking about my videos and how it's like this high to watch somebody unbox something and not know what it's going to be. Like it's almost like gambling or something. I don't know. But anyway, so that was like kind of like the start of my series of the Unclaimed Mail. You know, it's funny, that first video, like in the first day I posted it, it hit 8 million views. And I was like, this is crazy. And then it got taken down for community guideline restrictions because it said it was illegal activity, but I appealed it and won the appeal. And then it just kept going. And I had all these people like duetting it, like mailmen, lawyers, all these people talking about like, you know, because everyone's like, this is illegal, this is illegal. And they're like, no, it actually is. So here, let me explain the process of why it is legal. Okay. Because I know that's always the number one question I get. Basically how it works is, and I keep meaning to make a video explaining this, but anyhow, so say you mail something to somebody and for whatever reason, it doesn't get to them. Maybe their mailbox is full or it can't get delivered. They're not there to sign for it. Or a lot of times it's because the mail like sticker is scratched off or unlegible. And you know, it'll be sent back like return to sender and it goes back and forth. I want to say like 3 times before it then ends up at this place in, I think it's Georgia or Alabama, called the Mail Recovery Center, also known as the MRC, but also known as the Dead Letter Office. And this is where it goes. That's like the last stop where they try one more time to reunite it with the person it's supposed to go to.
This is like the debt collectors of the world, but in mail. Like, this is where they call you, like, hi, we've got your debt here from the hospital. You got to pay it. And you're like an expert on this place now.
Yes. Oh, on all stuff. Like I'll talk about some of the other stuff too, like lost airline luggage and all that. But anyways, you can buy everybody's unclaimed stuff. You just have to know where to go.
And your confidence is crazy right now. Because, okay, so I'll tell you. So we saw your video, and my co-host Amy and I, we wanted to make a radio game about it. So what we were gonna do is like make it like this or that, right? We were gonna buy one of these boxes, and then like they're like $100 or something, and they come a box pallet full of crap, and then great stuff, possibly crap. And then we were going to say, okay, you're caller number 7. You can either choose the $10 gift card that we have here, or you can choose the mystery item from this box.
Yeah, but that's great too. What you're talking about is when you can buy returns.
Right.
Like the Amazon returns, and there are companies that sell them. So like there's a huge, like most people don't know this, when you return something at the store, it doesn't always just go back out on the shelf. It can get destroyed or it gets auctioned off. And then you can buy returns. But I'll get into that. But with the mail, if they'll try one more time to get it to the rightful owner or sender. And if they can't, then at that time, it gets either destroyed or auctioned off, or they have a purchase agreement with this company called govdeals.com. And govdeals.com, when it goes to them, then they auction it off. Okay. Now anyone can go to govdeals.com, and that's always where I send people. And the way it works is sometimes it's like most people want them the way I have them, where it's like in this package and you don't know what you're getting. But a lot of times at GovDeals, they'll unpackage it and auction it off as what it is. But it just depends. It all depends. Like I got lucky. So the thing is when you go to GovDeals, you have to buy it on pallets. So you're gonna have to spend like $5,000-$10,000 and buy like a pallet of a lot of it. Like they're not just gonna buy you like 5 little pieces like you can at the swap meet. Like the people at the swap meet, they went through somebody who went through GovDeals, and then they bought it and broke it down real cheap. You know? And I think a lot of the times they don't know what they have. I mean, I would say most of the time the stuff I open is garbage, but then every now and then you get something great. Overall, I've definitely made a great return on my investment.
Yeah, that was going to be my question, because I saw you just opened up a frother.
Yes!
And I've never seen you so excited to open something. and you open up a frother and you're like, this is something I'm keeping for myself, and this is like something I've been trying to buy for a while. You got a frother, and that piece of mail was $1.
$1. But then just like 2 episodes ago, I literally got a little bag filled with toenails, like clippings.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Yeah.
So
like,
somebody, let me understand this. Somebody was sending their toenails.
Yes, this is a whole business. There are these women out there. These girls are hustlers too. I have so much respect for them. And they sell everything. They sell their saliva, they sell toenail clippings, fingernail clippings, like worn underwear, like all this stuff. And men pay big bucks for it.
Okay. All right. Let's break this down for a second. First of all, let's add weird men in front of, because that is, I've heard, okay, I'm not into this vibe, but I've heard of like the panties thing. I've heard that women sell like even their socks, like that's a thing.
Everything. Yeah.
But you're telling me there is I can't even get into this. I cannot believe I'm 28 years old and I am absolutely dumbfounded that somebody ordered online a woman's toenails.
That's what I mean. So it's like, I get the good and the bad. I mean, I've gotten weird things. I've gotten like, one time I opened a package. There's so many times I've opened packages and they've just been empty. But I opened one up one time and there's this little piece of paper in it. And it said, please enjoy your air guitar. Like when you go like, like,
right.
But I mean, I've gotten some real crap, I mean, I've gotten just like crap. I've gotten some good stuff too. I've gotten gift cards, like the frother. It's a good and the bad. It really is. And we've gotten some weird stuff. I've gotten personal things. I've gotten like a guy sending another guy a key being like, don't tell anyone, like I was involved in this, blah, blah, blah. Like weird stuff. I've gotten like people sending each other like, personal notes. I've gotten like a breakup tape. I mean, you name it. I got a treasure map once. I got
Stephanie, this is so fascinating. How this is okay, first of all, this is why you got to follow her at Stephanie Grime 1. Okay, because I've seen a couple of these things you've mentioned on your page, but in just listing all of those, you have so many things that you've opened. How just ballpark it for me.
Yeah.
Just unsent mail or unclaimed mail. How many packages do you think you've opened?
Oh, let's see. So I'm on it right now. I just did episode 85 and I usually do 3 packages per episode, but I also just started doing them on YouTube also, and I'm adding a few in there. So, let's see. Let's do the math.
Well, 85 times 3 is, 240 plus. So
I would say about 300 I've opened.
Wow.
And what I do with the stuff, 80% of it, I resell it online, like in my link in bio, like an eBay storefront. And then about the other 20%, I either keep for myself, give to friends and family, do giveaways, and I also donate some of it.
Wow. So you're making like your own little business here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely what I love, like, with the series, like something I mean, I never expected it to be so popular for people to like it. And what I love is people, how they look forward to it. And they go, oh, I look forward to these, or they make me happy, or, they cheer me up, or I love it. Like I had like this one episode where I opened, it was like this old school vintage gingerbread cookie cutter, right? And and when I do sell it on my website or on my eBay storefront, I always do it at like at least 50% markdown, if not more, because I want to give people, a good deal, since I got a good deal, but I still need to make something on it. But I love it when people like buy stuff for me because they go, oh my God, I had this when I was a kid, or it's nostalgic for me. I used to have this with my grandma, or like, one time I got this little set of like Disney books that I sold to somebody. Like I gotten like this Alice in Wonderland house, like so many things that people have bought for me and they go, I haven't seen this in years. A lot of the stuff I get, I think are like eBay sales that never got there too. Like, I mean, I've gotten everything, Jeff, that you could freaking imagine. And
That
I
is,
still have so much more in my office that I haven't unboxed because I don't unbox them until I do the episode. And
got
it's
you.
very hard. It is hard. I have to keep them out of sight, out of mind because I want to open them all. Trust me.
Well, I mean, I know it's a podcast, but it would be pretty cool. We are on YouTube, youtube.com/do what you love JK. Is there any chance that we could unbox something on the podcast? I mean, we did not plan this ahead of time. If I am stepping way out of my comfort zone,
I
then
think that can happen.
wow,
Happen.
this is absolutely massive. This is huge. It's happening. Stick around. We'll do it towards the end of the episode, but I got a lot more questions for you. First of all, and you got to follow her because the content is great. And speaking of, people are saying they look forward to this. I have to credit you. It's not what you're doing. It's a combination of what you're doing and who you are. I really think you bring a very positive vibe to something that could be very, anybody, I mean, no disrespect. Anybody can open a package, right? But like the people who make it big, as we talked about the kid doing the toys and all that stuff, are the people who have personality behind it. And so I think you really do a great job of keeping things positive and light, and that's what I'm all about. So like that's what caught my eye, and then obviously the local Las Vegas connection definitely did too.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that because that's like the main thing for me is I love to think that like it's entertaining for people or fun or that they look forward to it. And you know what else? It's sometimes I get people that will say things, in the beginning I used to get some hate, but now it's just mostly positive. But like sometimes like I had a girl recently write on my page. She goes, oh my God, she said, girl, this is so wasteful what you do. And I'm like, wasteful? I'm like, honey, I'm like, I am the queen of repurposing. I'm like, I am keeping these things out of a landfill. I'm like, if I didn't buy these, they would end up destroyed or who knows where and in a freaking landfill. Like I'm saving them, I am making content, and then I am repurposing them and selling them for cheap. And like everybody's happy.
So wasteful. That person is so off. I completely disagree, and I'm totally on your side of you're repurposing, you're creating content. I think that's awesome. And speaking from the hate side of TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff, and in radio, I mean, you say one little thing, and people explode. People blow up. I mean, I tell this story, and I don't think I've told it on the podcast yet, but this was probably 9 months ago. I was down at the convention center, and I saw something crazy happen in Las Vegas, right? Like some crazy performer doing something insane, and it was like a only in Vegas moment, right? So I wanted to talk about it on the air. So I go the next day, I tell Amy, my co-host, I'm like, hey, you're not going to believe what I saw. We got to talk about it at 7:30. So we set up the topic. And what I had done is when you tell a story on the radio, you want to take people where you are. So I started it off by saying, hey, so I was down at the convention center and I was getting my vaccine and you're not going to believe what I saw. Boom, pow, go tell the whole story. It's crazy. I got a message from a guy that said, I can't believe you would talk about promoting vaccines and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. First of all I said was I happened to be down there because I was getting my vaccination. Yeah. Whatever you want to do with your life, I'm not trying to make this political, but I'm just saying, like, people can take the smallest thing of me just mentioning the fact as to why I was down there, not saying you should go do it or you shouldn't do it or whatever. People just, like, immediately want to be offended about things. And my TikTok, I think I'm at, like, 45,000 followers or something. Really from, like, one thing I did last year, I adopted a family for Christmas, and they were living in a hotel. I got them into an Airbnb and then into an apartment over like a 3-week donation spree. It was really cool. And I did like one video and it was like a follow for part 2. Like we got them out of the hotel. My followers paid for the hotel stay and it was like a couple $1,000 when they were in there for a month. And then we paid for their Airbnb and then we decorated and got Christmas gifts and all that. Anyway, people were like, why'd you film her? Why'd you do all this stuff? People are all yelling at me. It's like,
there's always gonna be somebody who has a problem with everything, and I see that too. But the way I look at it is, I'm like, hey, that's great. You're engaging. You're just boosting me in the algorithm. Thank you.
See, Stephanie, you are. I am such a. I've been in radio now for 8 years professionally, and I have developed more of a thick skin, but I'm still a softie. I'll read 10 great messages. This is amazing. Your followers are incredible. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
And then the one bad one is the one that sticks in my mind. So I really think I need to have more of the Stephanie Grime attitude of things. Is like, yeah, they are interacting. Yeah, they are chatting. And even when people were saying what you were doing was illegal, which it isn't, you were like, well, okay, yeah, keep talking about my stuff. Keep duetting my stuff. All these lawyers talking about you.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Somebody turned me into the FBI. I know.
no way.
Yeah, well, they like, because people let me know that it was like on some website where they turned me into like, I forget what it was called, but, and then somebody like sent me the report. Like somebody actually turned me into the FBI. I don't think the FBI felt like it was worth their time, but I got the report. And I was like, I wish they would come. I could put them in a video. This would be great. You know,
that would be the greatest vlog of all time.
I know. I was like, bring it, you know.
FBI visited my house, all caps. I can see the title right now. And oh my god. I mean, I'll dress up like an FBI guy. We can just we can make a big prank about it and have some fun and get some laughs out of it. We're on with Stephanie Grime. Do what you love. You can follow her right now. Stephanie Grime 1 on Instagram. Also hit her up on TikTok. That's where I discovered her, but her Instagram is booming. How many followers are you at right now, Stephanie?
On TikTok, I have 1.3 million, and on Instagram, I think I have 48,000.
Yeah, that's incredible because a lot of, I think, really good creators, which is what you are so talented. You work so hard. People don't understand how hard it is creating something.
Exactly. Like what goes into making a 30-second TikTok and the editing and just all the thinking it out and it just exactly.
But I see. And listen, I have very little, as I mentioned earlier. I had one video do really well, 3 videos do really well. It gave me my following, and I haven't been able to capture that again because then I became the good dude giving back, and I'm like, I can't do this. I got a full-time job, a podcast, a dog, and a fiance. But it takes so much. So for those who are like watching their creators and they have one bad video or 2 great videos, just realize that like that took an enormous amount of time and effort to put together. So show some appreciation. Now, Stephanie, you mentioned earlier that you are getting into another field a little bit of unclaimed airline luggage.
Yeah, well, so that's kind of become my thing is like, you know, like I said, is like the unclaimed stuff or just kind of letting people know about things that are out there that, you know, you don't know about. But yes, so I just made my second video on unclaimed airline luggage that you can sell. So let me explain that one a little. So, you know, I don't know if you've ever lost your luggage with an airline before. Hopefully not. I haven't yet. I hope I never do because it would just be terrible, you know, to go where you're going and lose your airline luggage. But once again, there's all these processes put in place, you know, to like help people and to try to get it back to them. And from what I understand, if you're not reunited with your airline luggage, you get a payout of somewhere from $1,500 upwards to $3,300. However, what happens is, say you lose your luggage with the airline. Now they say it's a 3-month process and that 99.5% of people are reunited with their luggage. However, that last 0.5% who are not, there's this place and it's only one place and it's called Unclaimed Baggage and they have a purchase agreement with the airline. When you have time, you should check out their website later. It is amazing, but they've had this for years. And what they do is they buy the airline luggage that was unclaimed. And some of the stuff, like just recently they had a Birkin bag. Do you know what a Birkin is?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's like $20,000 bag that people are on like a wait list for. And I'm like, who the hell does not claim their $20,000 Birkin bag? But so they got everything. Gucci, Louis. Have you ever seen the movie Labyrinth with David Bowie? Remember Hoggle, the pup? Hoggle, the pup? He's there. Jim, I am not kidding. The Jim Henson puppet Hoggle from Labyrinth was found in somebody's unclaimed airline luggage. And it's like a landmark at the store for all these years. So they have a store. It's like in Scottsboro, Alabama, I believe it is. That's where like their store is, right? But everyone so what they do is they get the luggage and I've made videos like showing the whole process, but they get your luggage and they break it all down and they sort it out and they take the stuff they think they can sell. And then they take some stuff that they think they can't sell and they'll donate it. And then some stuff they just throw out. Now think about it. When you go on, vacation, I know me, sometimes I'm buying stuff brand new with the tags on and putting it in my luggage, right? Because it's like a wedding or a special occasion or whatever. So they have stuff on their website that's got the tags on it. So now they say everything's supposed to be at like an 80% markdown, but they get kind of a bad rap. And I think this too. I think some of the stuff is a little overpriced, but then you can get really good deals. So I bought some things and I've shown it in my videos, and it's crazy. Like I saw a girl make a video to see what would happen. And she like purposely lost her airline luggage and put money in there and everything to see what ended up at the store.
Right. She's gaming the system. She's trying to see what happens.
But yeah, so it's called Unclaimed Baggage, and they're mostly known for their online store, but you can go to the actual store too and buy stuff. And what I've heard is that if you go to the store in person, sometimes they will sell the luggage as is, like as a mystery. So like you're actually buying the luggage, you don't know what's in there.
Listen, if you're listening to this podcast and not watching it on YouTube, Stephanie's eyes just lit up when she talked about it being, it was like a kid at a candy store. She's like, as a mystery, you're not going to believe it. Like, this is so perfect.
Well, that's exciting to me because I'm like, it could be anything. It could be a dead body for all you know.
And you are kind of hoping for that for the story. Not saying you want to find a dead body. God bless. But like the story of the toenail is better than a $5 iTunes gift card, right? Absolutely. So, yeah. Stephanie, this has been such a fun conversation, and I really don't want it to end. And this was such a cool way of ending season 1 of Do What You Love, because I could tell your personality through, and we've never met. We spoke about maybe 5 minutes before we started recording, and I just absolutely adore you. I think your account is fantastic, and I appreciate that. I think as a special Do What You Love season finale fireworks show, could we open one of your unopened packages?
Absolutely. Let me go run upstairs and go grab one. And that's what I do every day before I film. I get a bag and I grab a bunch and bring them down randomly. But give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay. While she goes and finds this, we also find out we live like literally 6 minutes from each other. So we have a bunch of restaurants we're going to have to hit up for drinks. Now, there's most likely I'm going to cut to an advertisement here, and then we're going to hear from Stephanie and open live on the show. It could be something as amazing as, I don't know, a frother to all the way down to trash. We'll find out. Stephanie Grime is on with Do What You Love, and I love her account. You got to give her a follow because she's fascinating, honestly. At Stephanie Grime 1, give her a follow, and make sure to tell her that you found her from Do What You Love, because she's got a ton of great following on TikTok and Instagram, and we love her. So she grabs unclaimed mail, and right now she's grabbing one of those pieces of unclaimed mail to open live on our podcast. So I cannot wait to see what we get.
I have so many, like big, little, small, but some of them are covered in stickers. Some of them are so dirty and gross. Like sometimes I wear gloves. And you know what I can never get over is how badly packaged some of them are. And sometimes packing slips, sometimes there's not. It's just, sometimes it's scary. I remember before I started doing this, I watched like the Unabomber documentary.
Oh, bad timing.
I know.
Really
and
bad timing.
What am I doing? I'm sitting here opening these packages. But anyways, I've been okay so far. But anyways, all right, here we go. So now, how it's all scribbled out like that? Yeah. I did that. So I got a lot of people giving me crap early on because a lot of it has shows everything.
Mm-hmm.
People were like, you're showing everyone's names and addresses and this and that. So like I had me and a few friends, I had them help me go through and like just scribble everything out just so I don't have to hear it from people. I'm like, fine, but I do take pictures though before we do this, because sometimes I've gotten things that are very personal, and what I would love, like my goal is to one day actually reunite it with somebody.
Have you had any moments or any things you picked up, like a family photo or anything that you're still waiting?
Yes. So, I've had a couple of personal things. I had like a crocheted baby jacket that you can tell somebody made for somebody.
Oh.
I know, and it was supposed to like go to Brazil, and like I tried, but like most of the address was already gone. It was like ripped off. And then another time I got it was like a doll. It was like a handmade doll that was the same thing. And I have tried. But anyways, that would be like a highlight for me. Like one day I'm gonna reunite it with somebody.
Well, and I think the power of TikTok is going to do that. I mean, you see TikTok finds people in a matter of 24 hours, whether they're being all Karen in a parking lot or something, or they, are trying to find the love of their life, whatever it might be. Like, TikTok can make it happen. So when you finally do find that, whether it's, I don't know, like a small like pocket watch that is a family heirloom or something like that, where you can really find it, I would love to be a part of helping you find the owner, and I think that'd be awesome.
Thank you. I'll let you know.
We're doing it live. I feel like I'm in the middle of a recording session with Stephanie Grime. I'm so excited. Follow her page so you can see all of the videos. You can also watch on our YouTube page for Do What You Love. We're on YouTube. Every episode is on YouTube, in fact, in its full entirety. So
yes. Thank you for saying that. I've really been trying to promote my YouTube channel. Yeah. And on YouTube is where I put the full version. And I always add in 2 or 3 extra openings just to try to please people. Man, making a YouTube video compared to a TikTok is really something else. It takes me hours.
What editing software do you use?
So I use InShot, CapCut, and then now I'm also using Final Cut Pro.
Love Final Cut. If you ever need any help with any of that stuff, you just give me a call. I'll help you out.
I really appreciate that. What's crazy to me is how long it just takes to upload a video to YouTube. Like I'll be waiting 4 hours. I'm like, seriously, it drives me crazy.
That's good. That means you're making good videos, high quality stuff, girl.
Yeah.
You got it.
Over that 10-minute mark. I wanted to show you this. So I get a lot of questions about this. People always ask me, who holds the camera when you're recording? They go, because you're using both of your hands. Is somebody holding it for you? It is all me. And let me show you how. I made a video on this one time, but I wear this thing.
Stop it.
So like in the beginning, obviously I do my little thing where I come out, but then, when I first started making my videos, like the first 7, I wasn't even in them. It's just me doing my voiceover, undoing them. But then people started stealing my content. And so I had to start putting myself in them. I know. But that was better because then, I could, relate more with the audience. And then I would start getting like brand deals and stuff because I was like putting my face out there. But anyway, so this is what I wear. And my phone goes here. And as you can see, it's like this bendy coil. And I wear it like this. So it's up close. But that way I can see what's going on with the phone here. And I put my hands here. And that's how I do them.
Yeah. Thank goodness. Don't ever put it on selfie mode. I feel like that's a very unflattering angle from there. I feel like that would just that up chin look is good for nobody. That is good for nobody. All right. We are witnessing an unboxing of sorts of Unclaimed mail. Here she is. Stephanie, do you want me to give a play-by-play? No, you do it. You take care of it. You tell them what we're doing.
These are my favorite to open because they're nice and clean, and it just has like the rip-off strip. But yeah, so
I feel like it's an ASMR channel right now.
Not that bad. Most of the ones I get are so dirty and gross, but this is not that bad. Anyways, so here we go.
You bought this for $1, correct?
$1, yeah.
I am so excited.
It could be anything. Any guesses? Any guesses? Ooh, listen.
I feel like it's beads.
Beads? Oh, that's a good guess.
Like tubes of beads. Someone's making, like they order certain beads for it. That's kind of what it sounds like.
Here's what it looks like inside.
Okay. All right. So we've got an orange box and it's covered in some bubble wrap as we unwrap one, and there seems to be multiple.
Another really great packing job.
Oh my gosh. Is that what I think it is? Is that Uncle Ben's rice? A box of Uncle Ben's rice. Is that Uncle Ben's, right?
It is. Listen, I feel I've gotten something like this before. I already know what this is, okay?
Okay.
This is an eBay sale, and let me tell you why. So in another video, I got the Aunt Jemima syrup with the Aunt Jemima pancake mix. Ever since, BLM, that stuff is now no longer around and people are selling it for big bucks. So I think, was this one discontinued as well?
I don't know. It might be.
It was. Because why else? And that's always the big question. Why would somebody be mailing this? Why take the time?
Right.
Some of the stuff I've seen, I'm like, you guys, it's cost you more to mail this than this thing costs. But I don't know. I haven't been really keeping a good eye, but this could be worth some money. If it's no longer, I know that the Aunt Jemima is no longer, being mass produced. So this may be the same thing.
Well, I think it might be. I just looked on Amazon. Is that the 36-ounce pack of 6-ounce?
It's a 6-ounce, yeah.
Pack of 6 of them, or is that one?
It's just one. It's just one.
Okay, it's just the one. So this one is going for $18, but that's the pack of 6 boxes.
Okay. So here's the thing too. I know for a fact, because I got that one, a lot of these platforms like eBay and Amazon won't even support selling these because of, everything that goes with it.
Right.
So I don't even know how people sell this stuff. I think you'd have to do it on your own personal website.
Wow. Okay. So we have unboxed an old legendary rice line of Uncle Ben's with Uncle Ben featured on the front of it. This is happening. We got a live unboxing on the podcast as a celebration of season 1. My dog Pirate just joined the podcast and wants to say hi. So we'll see Pirate. Pirate sits in on every single podcast that I do. And little do people know, if you ever hear light snoring, it's my big 85-pound pit bull Great Dane combo. And,
oh my God, my dog snores too. Here, let me show you her. She's right here.
Dogs don't get enough credit in this podcast. Pirate doesn't say much, but he definitely keeps us entertained, or keeps me entertained. Oh my gosh, you got to go to YouTube to see this. A pug.
Yeah, this is Kara. She's like crazy too.
She's so cute. Well, Stephanie, with that being said, with your pup and my pup present in the podcast, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for joining the podcast. Make sure to give her a follow, 'cause she's the bomb. Stephanie Grime 1, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. And if you liked what we did here today, there's a lot more waiting for you on her YouTube page as well. Oh, there goes my ring light. All right.
This was so much fun.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. I appreciate you.
Okay. All right, bye.